Guys, sometimes you just gotta pray and hope for the best. Let's get into it. Motion 412 family, what is up? It's good to be back. We got a good video for you today. So with that being said, sit back, relax, grab your favorite snack, and let's go ahead and get right into this sneaker unboxing, sneaker review, and sneaker unpacking of this crazy pickup. Another banger in 2026, guys. I'm super excited to have this shoe in hand, and I think you guys are going to be really hyped to see this one as well. The shoe that we are talking about is one that honestly I think has contention to be sneaker of the year. A lot of people probably believe that as well. It's in my top 5 right now for sure. Where it will land at the end of 2026, we'll have to wait and see to the end of 2026. But that being said, guys, the shoe we are talking about, I was able to hit on Social Status. Shout out to you guys. You run a great raffle. This is only the second time I've been able to hit on a raffle over there. Most of the time it's first come, first serve. Got to get out there early, get them lines. But raffles, email raffle, I've never been lucky enough to hit those. So this being the first time feels really special. So really appreciate you guys over there at Social Status. So the shoe that we're talking about today is the Jordan 4 Bike Air Brick After Brick Nigel Sylvester, all that jazz. This shoe right here, I was able to hit the brick by brick, excuse me, from last year. I was able to get that for resale. I sold a pair of Velvet Browns, Travis Scott's, and then put $200 on top of that at the time. And that shoe still touched the moon. I sold that shoe. These right here, they ain't going nowhere. Yeah. Retail dubs stay right in the collection, guys. Yeah, this is a real special one, guys. I'm hyped about this. This is a size 13, size my size. Getting into the box, you get that nice textured box all over. Not too much other branding. You get the Nike stuff on the bottom and Jordan Flight on the right side. Yeah, the right side of the box as well, along with Nike down there. Get a lid off, like I said, Bike Air on the front. You get a red stamp on the inside there. Guess that's for authenticity. Also, as soon as you open up, you're greeted with the packaging of the shoes being wrapped individually and that strap across the front here. It is red on this one. I wish I did have the other shoe to kind of give a comparison as well, but on the other shoe the packaging had a blue strap. But this is pretty much how bricks come in a pallet, like they have those straps around them. But yeah, getting right into the shoe, we'll take these out. We got one individually wrapped. I did notice there's a lot more writing on the bags this year. I don't know, once again, maybe that's for some authenticity. There's a lot of warnings. Plastic bag can be damaged. To avoid suffocation, keep, what does it say? Keep this plastic bag away from little children and babies. Okay, got some warnings. I don't know, was there something bad that happened with the brick by bricks with some kids in the bags? Like, they needed to put warnings on these? I'm a little confused there, but like I said, got the warning labels on both. Got that code that usually goes in the box is on the shoe bag individually. You get your strap there, and then inside the box it also says go. You get that Nigel Sylvester branding on the inside. Really dope shoe so far. Love the packaging. You also get some type of stamp over here. I'm not too sure. It looks honestly like a compass of some sort. I'm not too sure what that is. It says GT Plus. But reading the box as well, it says Air Jordan 4 Retro OG SPBA Sail Cinnabar Anthracite Veil anthracite cinnabar. Size 13, size my size. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, putting the box to the side. Let me leave it open just so I can put those bags in there and that paper, because you know, Nike, Jordan, always got to individually wrap everything. Opening these bags here, taking the shoes out. Like I said, Nike, Jordan brand, always individually wrapping stuff. Oh my goodness, man. These shoes, every time now I have looked at them before, these are super clean. And anybody that wants to say these look like the Fire Red 4s, I'm sorry, I'm gonna argue up and down. This is a completely its own shoe. They have hits, of course. Everything has a tie back to something. I'll argue up and down that the Brick by Brick really had hits of the Red October Yeezy. That's where the idea, seemingly to me, it looked like that's where it came from. This shoe, yes, it has hits of the Fire Red 4. It ties back, has ties to the Fire Red 4 for sure. But this is the brick after brick Jordan 4. Don't get it twisted. That's why the Nike check is down there. That's why when you have the shoe in hand, you can see that it's not white. This is a sail, almost like off-white, like eggshell type of white on the shoe. You got that cinnabar red. It's not the Fire Red at all. Inside, the liner is much more plush material. You can see the shape is completely different. It has the SB4 type shape. Haven't tried these on, but I'm assuming that they definitely feel like that. You get the Nike Air, the Bike Air branding on the back, excuse me, with that same texture that you got on the mud guard of last year's Brick by Bricks, which I've seen a lot of people in a lot of people's comments kind of being off-put to the fact that they didn't do the same, you know, mud guard on the front there. Why would we run back the same thing on the sequel? Like, in my opinion, sometimes the sequel is better than the OG, and I think in this case the sequel is better. That mudguard material being on the back here, on the back tongue, and also on the hang tag, I think it hints back to the Brick by Brick perfectly. Like, you don't have to run everything back when it comes to shoes. It can be a completely different shoe while still tying back to the original art piece. This is a piece of art, but you can wear it, and I'm so glad I have it in hand. I had and took out that other shoe as well, the right shoe. So like I said, that mudguard material that was on the Brick After Bricks is also on the hang tag, which I think is my favorite part of the shoe. Also, the behind the heel little Easter egg, you get that bike as well, which is really, really dope. It also says, I believe, Nigel on the inside, the insoles. You get 2 sets of laces with these, or 3 sets of laces technically. You get a black or a gray pair, because everything on the shoe that you think is black is actually gray. It's like an off gray a little bit. Like it looks black in some lighting. It's definitely gonna show up black on camera, but when you get it in hand, you're like, okay, that's actually gray. And that's fine. Like, it's, like I said, another hit to where it doesn't look like the Fire Red 4s. So like I said, gray on that midsole there. You get the tan on that mesh guard here, that area. The air bubble as well has the cinnabar on the inside. You can't really pick it up too well on camera, but the cinnabar is in the inside air bubble. But overall, guys, this shoe, it's a 10 out of 10. I don't give out 10 out of 10s too often. I didn't think I was going to give this shoe a 10 out of 10 when I first was looking at the shoe online, but when I started really doing my research and like looking at everything Nigel was putting out as far as the rollout for this shoe, in my opinion, once again, the sequel outdid the original. I was around for the Brick by Brick rollout. A lot of celebrities were wearing the shoe. They did the Paris Fashion Week fashion show. Nike was pushing the shoe 100%. But what I'll say, these had a much more impactful feeling on the community. I feel like Nigel really made sure the community was able to get around the shoe, and he made sure he was in the community to promote this shoe. Those type of things really stand out to me. So like the fact that he did the what was it called? The crane, like the claw machine, excuse me. He did the claw machine, allowed X amount of people to come there and try at winning a free pair of these. Crazy way to start the rollout. Then he decided, I'm gonna do the biking event, and I believe it was Chicago. Went out to Chicago and did that bike event out there. Now I know they did a bike event as well with the Brick by Bricks, but it was really dope to see him with some lower content creators and like guys that like me and you, not just Lil Yachty and really famous people, like really seeing him give back to the community and allow people to experience the shoe and experience the merch and experience his brand and what his mindset is on the shoe and the community and all that. It was just really dope to see. So like I said, the overall rollout of this shoe was really impactful and I think really cool, and is why it's going to sit pretty high on a lot of people's lists for top 10 sneaker of the year. Overall, like I said, 10 out of 10 shoe for me. Comparing it to the Brick by Brick, I wish I had that in hand so I could do a more in-depth like look at the shoe. But overall, Nigel, you did your thing, man. Jordan brand, Nike brand, you guys are really, you still got your foot on the gas and you got your foot on people's necks. I ain't gonna lie to you. But also the fact that this shoe is going for a little bit, I won't say it's not going for under market because shoes are expensive. This shoe was $230, so it makes sense that the market is a little bit different. It's not, we don't have a market where shoes go for $600, $700, $800 anymore. But this should be a $400+ shoe for sure. It's floating like a 13 on StockX. I think is going for like $380, which after fees and everything, it'll be a $400 shoe. But I think it should be more close to $400 plus fees, which would be like $430, $450 range. And eventually over time, I think it will. I think with summer right now, a lot of people are going on vacations. A lot of people are doing things. They ain't really worried about shoes too much. But once holiday season comes around and people start realizing, oh, this shoe's not really available anymore, kids are going to be wanting it for back to school, all that. Like this is one of those shoes that if you got it going back to school, you can be like, oh, you got that shoe game. You that guy. Okay, I see you. So I will see this shoe going back up in price. So if you are thinking about buying it on the aftermarket, if you weren't able to hit retail, I would say right now is semi around the best time because people's shoes are starting to land from like sneakers. All the raffles are pretty much done at this point. So if you're thinking about scooping them up, you can probably find pairs locally in your area for the most part if you do your research for a decent price. If you have some stuff to trade, I would put it up on the block for these for sure. Like this is a great pair to have in the collection, great pair to wear. It's super wearable, super clean shoe. So yeah, really happy to add this to my collection. Some cool hits as well. On each pair of the lace tips, it says Brick, and I believe the other one says Brick as well, if I'm not mistaken. What does the other shoe they say? So one says Brick, and the other one says Brick. Yeah, so they both say Brick. Super cool hits, just, you know, little things like that. And then on the back tongue, it says Jordan Bike Co. 2017 on the left shoe. And on this one, it also says that as well. Jordan Bike Co. 2017. Shout out to Social Status for running a super solid raffle. Like I said, never really hit on those, so really cool to be able to hit on that. And I look forward to getting some on-feet pics and some on-feet videos here soon. Probably gonna wear these at some point. We'll see when, but like I always say, wear your sneakers, enjoy your shoes, put them on with a good fit. Don't just be putting on anything. But all in all, guys, really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you were able to hit on these shoes. Will you be adding these to your collection if you weren't able to hit for retail? And say something positive. Let me know how these videos go, man. If these videos are something you want to continue to watch, the more you comment, the more I will know I should be posting these videos. So, like I always say, guys, love people, love yourself. I'm Motion412. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Peace.